Good morning, everyone! Happy Saturday! Hello! I hope you guys are doing well. I literally woke up like 30 minutes ago. Dude, my sleeping schedule is like so bad right now. Okay, hang on, I'm turning down the music. There we go. My sleeping schedule is so bad. Anyway, I have my commissions open, so I thought it might be, I don't know, people might be interested in watching me model them. I've already done a few already. Majority of them are fighting OCs, so you guys get to watch me do that. Hang on, I'll show you guys one I just finished yesterday. Did I hear free art? Can I have one? No! No free art. These are people who have already paid me, so. Okay, hang on one second. Good afternoon, Soda. Since you're working on comms, I was tempted to try and get one, but wasn't sure if they are closed yet. They're not closed. I didn't make a post saying they were closed. One second. Hi, Sodakettle. Hello. Here's one I just finished recently, chat. Check this out. Boom. I got the render here. Oh yeah, and I modeled hair. See, you guys, I can model hair. How much did this one cost? I think it was like... Oh fuck, I don't remember off the top of my head. It was like... It was like... Shit, I don't remember. I think it was in like the 300s though. Because they wanted the render and they wanted textures. But yeah. Anyway, we're doing more of these today, so you guys get to watch me do that. Hang on, let me switch files. I'm working on this guy right now. This is the reference. Let me turn it up a little bit. There we go. So we'll be modeling him. So are they all just fighting OCs, or not all of them, but majority of them are. This person wanted textures, rendering, rig, like everything. So I will be doing that on stream. Find an existing model, would you be willing to rig and pose it for a commission, or is that off the table? I'm just curious. I could do that. I have, like, prices listed separately. like for texturing and rigging, just for that. So, what's the difference between a model and a refer for your comms? Or is a render just an add-on? I don't understand the question. Oh, render. A render is what I just showed. It's like, hang on. It's this, in this other screen here. Like with the lighting and the pose, and then I render it out and it becomes an image. It's just like an add-on thing. Not everyone has to pay for it. But yeah. So the important question, Hollow Knight grubs or fleas? I like the grubs more, honestly. Like, I think the grubs are really cute. There's like a little turtleneck thing. Have you considered doing art comms per chance? I've opened them in the past, but like drawing, like ironically, takes me way more time than modeling, so it takes me like a really long time to finish anything, like art-wise. And then I feel kind of bad because like I also have like my developer responsibilities on top of that. Right now it's just modeling. So would you rather a DM on Discord or an email for reaching out for a commission? Personally Discord. I don't like I do have my email listed in the like my commission like post, but I most often use Discord. So I have a question. Do all animals in the Inferno have horns? Or is it just Infernos? Not all animals. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Bumping this again, how long are commissions gonna be open? I don't know. Until I feel like closing them, I guess. Okay. So this guy has like a headset, but I don't really know how it works. Or it's like... Is it a headset? I don't actually know. I don't know if it goes over. I'm not fully sure. So I have to use Maya for modeling class? How cooked am I? Oh, Maya's not that bad. 3ds Max made me want to kill myself though. So if you have to use 3ds Max, I'm sorry. But Maya is like mostly for animators. I should have, after I saw your baby burrowing vultures post, I decided I wanted to make a fighting animal raising game. You can raise different kinds of creatures from fighting. Said this in the dono last year, but I don't know if you missed it. I think I do remember seeing that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think the animals for fighting are pretty funny. We have like a... In New Crossroads, we're adding like books for people to read in like Ghost Theory's library, and one of them... Or not one of them, but we have like books purely just for like faction related stuff, and they also have like some of them have like, oh, this creature lives in this faction, and here's some information about them, etc., etc. Like with the vultures, right? Like in the Lost Temple book, there's like a like a page dedicated to them. It won't be all animals though, just because like that would take so fucking long. But like just like most of the interesting ones, I would say. What's your favorite part of modeling? Finishing. No, my favorite part of modeling? Uh, Probably this part. Just, like, blocking out everything and, like, actually modeling it. Like, I find great joy in that. Very fun. Okay, so I'm thinking we could do something fun for this. We could do an emission map for these rings and this little light up bit for the headphones. Is the music too quiet for you guys, by the way? I might have turned it down too bit. On the topic of on the topic of animals from fighting, I love the little guys so much. So I wanted to ask, are love doves still native to Playground? Seems kind of out of place for them to be in such a rough action. LOL. I would say they're native, yeah. They're still native. Nothing changed for that. Trying to like emulate the stitching on like the collar. Let's do the shirt. Ah shit, I forgot to separate these. That's fine. It's really annoying. Hi, I want to start modeling. Do you have any advice for a person that has no clue on how to model and any free websites to model on? Use Blender. Blender is free, and it might take a while for you to learn what how to like navigate it, but it's worth it. Did I get everything done? Nope. Great. Sorry, I was a bit focused on separating these. Starting out modeling, I would suggest doing low poly stuff. There's like a ton of tutorials for low poly modeling. I think also, personally, like low poly also teaches like newer modelers like discipline on how to use every single vertice and not like waste any of them, because that's like a very important skill to have when modeling, especially if you're trying to like optimize your models. So, could you give any tip for a new solo Roblox game dev? I'm working on a game inspired by fighting. And WTD. Solo game devs? I'm not sure if I'm the right person to be asking that, because I am just a modeler. Yeah, Bannock said, I think Bannock said it well. Like, make some friends. Like, go to communities of games that you like and start making friends. You typically will always work better with other people. Even, like, if you don't want to bring them on as developers for your game, which I totally get that, some people, like working better alone, it is nice to just always be able to have, like, a dev person to talk to. Like, when you're stuck. Like, I'm currently learning programming right now. I made... Chat. You want to know what the hardest thing I made so far was when I was learning the program? A literal door opening and closing. Like, I literally spent 5 hours trying to make a door open and close. It was so stupid because the way I tried to do it was really dumb. And I did it. And I had to talk to 2 separate people to help me with how to do it. I did it though, so... I did it in, like, a really, really archaic way, because, like, the game, I needed the... I'm doing, like, a solo project right now, and, like, the game that the door was being made for isn't, like, supposed to be, like, super optimized. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not supposed to be super optimized, so I wasn't worried about, like, optimizing the code or whatever, or, like, doing it in, like, a really, like, clean way. So I was like, okay, how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna have a model of a door open and then another model of a door closed, and it just switches between those 2 models when you click, like, the fucking doorknob. That was, like, the idea. I know. I don't know why, but that's how I did it. And it was really hard for, like, no reason. Sorry, I'm taking a sip. And yeah, so... because, like, the way I had it set up was it would switch between 2 models, like, sometimes I'd click the button and the door would just fucking vanish or go invisible. I don't know what caused that. And, yeah, it took a really long time for me to debug it. And then I did it, so it worked out in the end. The worst part about programming is that your computer does exactly what you tell it to do. I know, right? It fucking sucks. Chat, I'm not a programmer, okay? I'm learning. The people I was talking to, they were like, yeah, this is like a really bad way to make a door, but the other way that they suggested or the other idea that they had was that to be using like a thing called tweening, and they said that was too hard for me, so I had to go with something else. Yeah, I'm still learning. And I have like people to talk to and people to help me out. And like it takes a really long time to make those connections too. Like a really, really long time. Like all of like the dev friends I've made, like I only made them I think within like the past like year or two because of fighting. And even then I met G and Pix through a mutual game we liked. And we just talked for like years. And this was like before fighting even came out, so I was still like trying to establish like that kind of like friendship with them, you know? So yeah, that I don't know, that's my advice. Go talk to people. Go network. Oh yeah, like speaking of networking, dude, like one of the best parts of being at like RDC, like the Roblox Developer Conference, was literally just talking to people. Like it was so cool just talking to other Roblox developers, um asking like, "Oh, what do you work on?" And then they will like start info dumping about like everything they've ever worked on, and it's so fun. Like it's also pretty funny cuz like I feel like most of the player base of Roblox sees like Roblox games as like direct competitors of one another, which isn't exactly wrong. Like it is a very competitive market. Like you're always fighting for the player's attention. But a lot of developers, they're just like really chill with each other. Like we're all friends here. So, you know, we don't like like unless like someone did I don't know, some fucked up thing, like people are going to want to help you. I feel like people are always like that. Like developers always want to help people. Or they will be open to helping people. Making a shirt. Guys, I'm just doing commissions. I don't really want to answer fighting stuff today. Blender 5.0 will come out and it will only have one button. I call it the everything button. I fucking hope. I'm taking a coding class just to get my bearings, and dude, we haven't escaped like printing text into a console for us to tell us we entered the number 5. How do programmers do it? I'm so scared. Just kind of trying to do some folds here. Soda, what model was the most fun to make out of all your work? I don't know. Oh, I've made so much stuff. I don't even remember some stuff I made. Honestly, I've had a lot of fun making non-Roblox stuff. Like, I've been doing a lot more of that now. Just in my spare time to, like, fill up a portfolio. Soda, can I ask where did you get the base model you're using? I know you probably answered this question a million times, but I can't remember ever. In Roblox Studio, in the Avatar tab, you can just, quickly generate any kind of... Well, it's from a list, but you can generate an R6 package for you, and then I just take that package and then I import it into Blender. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Oopsies. Soda, what Sona did you use before Pink Broker, if any? Oh, I don't know. I have a lot. Like, I have, like, my... They're usually just based on, like, my Roblox avatars. Actually, these are, like, I feel like these should be a shorter sleeve. That looks like a shirt and some sleeves. Hell yeah. No, actually, I think this shirt needs to go lower. Where is the Overseer Poop PNG tuber? What the fuck could that possibly mean? Genuinely, what the fuck could that possibly mean? Your Overseer avatar you posted last year? Oh my god. Guys. Don't call it the Overseer Poop avatar. That... That is not what it is called. It's just my Roblox avatar. Making some pants. Overseer Poop avatar? I mean, it has two defining features, the Overseer eye and the poop chain. Yes, I understand that, but, like, combining those two together, like, makes me picture a very different image. Dude, the great part about doing these commissions is that I don't have to optimize them. I could just model them for Blender. It's great. It's fantastic. Also, chat, I tried playing, the Rain World Watcher DLC again, because last stream, I was with Yuke, and then I was like, I fucking hate the Watcher DLC. I have like 100 fucking hours in it, and I still haven't finished it. Turns out they updated it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it another shot. even though I really don't like the gameplay loop. So that's what I'm doing with, like, my spare time. That, and also playing Roblox games. Because, like, I don't really play Roblox games, chat. It's kind of funny. I don't really play them all that much. Did you get Garfield Kart, by the way? No, I didn't. Roblox mouthwashing. Okay, man. A lot of this can just be, like, low-key textured on. So I'm not, like, really making the model all that. Maybe I can model the pockets. No, my YouTube. These don't really look like pockets. It's okay, we're getting there. What the heck? Hey, you know what I've been thinking about recently? I want to, like, do something, like, horror-related for Halloween. But I'm not totally sure what I want to do. Because Halloween is, like, my favorite holiday. But I don't know. I know I'm doing, like, the creepypasta stream, which will be very fun. That's gonna be a fun stream. But, I don't know. Like, my dream game is to make, like, a horror game at some point in my developer career. I don't know if it'll be on Roblox, but at some point I want to make a horror game. Because I love horror. It's, like, my favorite genre of all time. Like, easily. And the thing is, horror is probably the hardest genre to make something for. Because, like, what people find scary is so objective. Objective, I think that's the right one. I always mix them up. I think it's objective. Or subjective? The more opinionated one. Horror is very, like, opinionated. Subjective? Okay. What do you mean steal a brain rot is crappy and it's still scary? How the fuck is steal a brain rot scary to you? Genuine question. Scary with how bad it is. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Soda, since you like horror, if you do, what's your favorite horror movie or favorite type of horror? My favorite horror movie? Oh, that's tough, because I've seen a lot. I gotta open my letterbox. Hang on. Let me grab my phone. My letterbox is where I get really pretentious about things I watch. Okay, let's see. I really like the Weapons movie that just came out recently. Oh my god. Fuck off, stop trying to show me ads. What have I seen recently? Oh, Caveat is a pretty scary movie, I'd say. It's not a good movie to watch for the story, but it's pretty scary. Hell House LLC, Weapons. "28 Years Later." That's a good movie. What is, like, my highest rated horror movie on here? I don't even know. This is so hard, cause, like, oh man, it's hard. Ugh. I think I have, like, a handful of favorites. I would say the movie Barbarian is probably one of my favorites. And Weapons. Weapons is also very good. It's made by the same director, so. Oh, and Hereditary, easily. That's, like, every pretentious, like, film student's, like, favorite horror movie. But it's for a good reason. It's pretty scary. It's pretty spooky. My favorite horror game is Evil Within. And probably Resident Evil 7. I love Evil Within. It is, like, so underrated. Like, barely anyone I know talks about it, even though it is so good. Only good horror movie I like is Blair Witch Project, but even then, that's not really scary for modern audiences. Blair Witch was scary for its time. I see the vision. Like, it was scary for when it came out. Like, it was new. But now it's like, okay, anyone with, like, a camera can, like, make this kind of movie. They made that Blair Witch video game. I haven't played it, but I heard it was pretty alright. These look like pant pockets, I think. Maybe. Have you played Silent Hill? Yes. Of course I played Silent Hill. The Silent Hill 2 remake was so good. It was genuinely so good. And Resident Evil Village was also good. Sorry, like, Silent Hill and, like, Resident Evil are, like, synonymous to me. Like, even though they are very different games. You have a favorite part of Silent Hill? Favorite part of Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2? Oh, that's hard. Because I played the original. Before the remake came out, I was like, okay, I need to, like, play the original. And then I did that. And I was like, wow. People, like this game, but some parts of it did not hold up super well. I think the part that's aged the best is, like, definitely the music. Like, just, like, the ambience of the whole game is really good. I think probably that ending section where it's James, like, going through, like, the fucking torture labyrinth. Oh, and also, like, the ending where, like, he's reading, like, the wife's, like, letter. Like, I don't know, man, that, like, makes me feel sad. Or it's, like, it's not technically him reading the letter, but you know what I mean. Like, from his wife, and she's, like, just really sorry. Like, that's always, that kind of, like, made me really emotional. Especially in the original. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna move on from these pant pockets. Silent Hill 2 is kind of sad for me, genuinely. We're the baddies? We're the bad guys? Like, unironically. I do know Silent Hill F came out. I have yet to play it. I really do. I really want to play it. I just have not found time to do so. And it's also like fucking 60 bucks. 60 ducks? I wish. Chat, what's your favorite, like, thing to do on Halloween? It's October. You guys surely have something planned. We don't have Halloween in my country? Damn, that sucks. I'm doing a movie marathon. Oh, what movie? I'm waiting for the discount candy on November 1st, LMFAO. Wow. Okay, let's see the shoes. Soda, have you heard of this thing called Limbus Company? Unfortunately, yes. Not a big fan of it. I've already tried playing some of the games. It is not my thing. Not Halloween, but on the 25th, I really hope to catch a bit of the creepypasta stream since I love creepypasta. I'm gonna be seeing the Living Tombstone live the same day, so let's hope I can pop into the stream for a bit. Have fun! That sounds cool. I hate modeling shoes so much, chat. Genuine pain and fucking misery. Hello, Suda. I've been learning Blender for a little over a year, and you've been a huge inspiration. Your work is awesome. I recently started thinking about doing commissions sometime in the future. I was wondering if you had any advice or useful resources on how to set them up or go about doing them in general. Commissions? Low-key, this is like my first time doing modeling commissions publicly, so I'm also kind of just figuring it out as I go. I've learned, though, that models take a lot longer than I usually think they're gonna take. So I give myself, like, an extra day to, like, do things. Like, or, like, I'll try to, like, communicate with the client that, like, hey, I have a life outside of this. It might take me a while. And, like, as long as you just set that up, like, 9 times out of 10 it'll be fine. Unless, like, they're weirdly, like, angry about it. Or they have, like, a deadline that they need the model by. But most of the time, people are usually pretty chill about it. But yeah, never underestimate the amount of time it'll take you to do a model. Especially, like, if you're new and you are, like, still kind of figuring that out. Is modeling as easy as sculpting? Sculpting is harder than modeling, in my opinion. But I also sculpt on a mouse. So, that probably has something to do with it. So, have you heard or played Die of Death? If so, what's your opinion on it? I played it yesterday for the first time. It was alright. I'm not really a huge fan of asymmetrical games, so... These are a little bit too quick. Soda Brain World fighting X Brain World collab win. That reminds me, I used to play Brain World on stream. And then people like bullied me relentlessly because I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, actually, I think the reason why this looks a little weird to me is because we don't have that little keel thingy. I think you were my first introduction to Brain World, your Saint stream. Did I do a Saint stream? I don't remember doing that. I remember doing, like, Spearmaster. Oh man, it's been too long. I don't remember. That looks a little bit better. The shoes are pretty simple, so I won't do too much with that. Burning question, is Banhammer indigo or purple? Purple. I usually draw him in purple, so he's purple. Is Fantastic Frontier still the game you'd want to do a collab with? Wow, calling me out here. Yeah, I would want to do a collab with Fantastic Frontier, but not right now. Fantastic Frontier is like unironically like my favorite Roblox game, so Has Fantastic Frontier been updated anymore? Okay, so funny story about that. Low-key, this is like kind of eerily similar to fighting. Basically, Fantastic Frontier is like this kind of, how do I describe it? Like open world, like RPG sort of game. And there's like monsters you kill, and there's different like quote unquote like classes you can spec into. And the game was pretty popular for a while, and then they're like, okay guys, we're doing a really big overhaul of the game. And I think, how many years have passed? Like 5 years? And it's still being worked on. And they keep, like, sending updates, but the devs, they, like, straight up, like, do not talk anywhere. So they talk, like, or, like, they give teasers, like, once a year. And, like, and then they keep changing stuff, and it's like, damn. Fantastic Frontier overhaul equals fighting's new Crossroads. Basically. Except, like, Crossroads, I feel like, is actually, like, within reach, so. But yeah, I don't know. I played it when I was a little Sodakettle. And I really love it. I just, like, I don't even know what I would do for, like, a collab if we were to ever do one with them, but, like... Yeah, I don't know. I remember, like, so badly as a kid, like, wanting to be, like, a Fantastic Frontier developer. Like, I'm being, like, so genuinely serious. And, like, I made a lot of, like, kind of, like, not anything, like, public, but I made, like, a bunch of, like, private games, like, trying to replicate the style of Fantastic Frontier. Because it has a very unique style, I would say. It's extremely, like, surreal. Shoes. I got the shoes. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Let's save. There we go. But yeah. I'm in, like, the Discord server, but, I don't know. I've just never reached out. Partially because, like, we're also busy with our own stuff, so I don't really want to do, like, anything... I don't want to do, like, any collabs at the moment. Because we're kind of busy with certain things. Chat, did these look like shoes? I think they look like shoes. This guy doesn't even have a belt. Just got jeans on. Oops. If we ever get a collab with Fantastic Frontier, can we get a red ant skin? No, if I did like a collab with Fantastic Frontier, I think I'd want to do something like... Oh, I don't know. There's like so much stuff. Maybe something related to Mr. 58. 58, 57? I don't remember. Or like, circus. Oh, that would be a cool idea. Or Rat Boy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll ever happen, so don't get your hopes up. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got the model. Now I gotta send it to the commissioner. 1 second. While I take photos. If you hear any computer noises, that's probably me. Alright. I've messaged them. No hope, but I think it would be really funny that, like, an enemy that doesn't even drop anything good gets a skin, though. LOL. I think it would be cool if perhaps there was a map for the collab and you could see the fairies, or what the colorful cubes are called, flying around. I like the fairies, they're very cute. I definitely... I don't know. Okay, chat, we're gonna move on to another commission. This one is a little more complex. Low-key, I'm like kind of terrified of it. Cause it's like a Scythe character? Or like it's the base is Scythe, but it's like Scythe but as something different. Does that make sense? I don't know. Like Scythe fighting. I don't know if what I just said made any sense. It's like a Scythe Sona, I guess. So if you're going for Halloween, who or what are you going as? I want to dress up for Halloween. I don't actually know what I'll go as, though. Okay, hang on. Let me get the scythe. This is like low-key scaring the fuck out of me. Hang on, I'll show you guys the ref, because like it's scary. Not like scary as in like horror scary as in like I'm gonna have to model so goddamn much for this. Okay, here it is. I started on it yesterday. So, okay. Her arm is made out of hands. Her face has a hand. She has feathers. And she has a big ass dress. And I asked, I was like, do you want the arm to be made out of like fingers and hands? And they were like, yes. And I was like, oh boy. So I have to do that now. That's cool, but oh god, I hope you made them pay extra. Yeah, I think I remember I priced this like kind of like high, low key. Yeah, this probably is gonna take a while. Cause like it kind of looks like deceptively like complex, but then it's like you look further, it's like, oh, I gotta do feathers, I gotta do hands with fingers, I gotta do this and this and that. Do the clients have to pay extra for weapons to be modeled? Yes, they do. It's like an additional prop. This one though doesn't get a prop, so I'm just doing the character. I have like no idea though how I'm gonna do the collar. I'll figure it out, but we could do a like firebrand fur, but I was told that it's like feathers. So I don't really know if that would make much sense. Okay, you know what? We'll try doing a hand. At least I don't have to like optimize them for animating. Imagine if they did pay extra for the weapon, then it'd be an extra pain because you'd have to do the hands on the scythe. That's true. Okay, I did it. I did like I've done non-Roblox hands, so surely I can. Okay, it's like, hang on, I'm looking at my hand for reference. I need one joint here, and then another joint here, and then like that. Ah, my YouTube. Yes, please. I don't know what's going on, but I see a hand, and from a 2D artist standpoint, I'm praying for your hands are evil. Yeah. Okay, just trust the process, chat. Oops. Oops. Just kind of got smushed. How would those hands go on the arm if the model's blocky? It would just go on the blocky arm. That's literally what they asked for, so... So have you ever messed up a rig and then had a rig look like Flowers? If you don't know who Flowers is, they are a Stretch Robloxian 2.0. I don't know what that is. Have I messed up a rig? I guess, I don't know. I think the thumb needs to be a little bit smaller. So, stretching. Why not get a hand reference and model over the photo, or is that not what you want? That's not exactly how it works. I'm not trying to make it realistic. I'm trying to make it function right now, because right now I'm adding a lot of these sort of I'm setting up the topology like this so the fingers will be able to bend properly. Okay, I think this will work for now. One second, chat. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream a little bit early. I apologize. But thank you guys for joining. Even though it was a bit short. But yeah. Alright. See you guys. Thank you for coming. I will stream tomorrow, maybe. Alright, bye-bye.